What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Cold Bear Sports. Right, great to kick off the week with a 13-2 winner. One selection, one winner. The cotton is over. Right, bad race. Thought if it was ever going to show something, it had to be today. So, travelled well up behind a strong pace and seen it out well enough. So, look, the bottom grade, but definitely a good winner and really nice to get on at 13-2. So, listen, I hope you were on. I hope my Patreon followers were on, as I am not a lazy tipster and anything I tip, I genuinely have logic behind it. Right, so yeah. Before I go into tomorrow's selection, lads, I just want to touch on the point system that I use because a few people just have it mixed up. So I just want to explain something. So all that a point is to me, it's 1% of your bankroll. So the way it's very simple, and I was on the phone to a couple of lads today, but I just want to clarify it so people understand. So what I suggest is a 100 points system. So that means if you have €100 to gamble, 1% of that, it's very simple, 1 point equals €1. If you have €10,000 to gamble, 1 point equals €100 per bet. So just to bear that in mind, I'm not suggesting one price per bet. It's 1% of your bankroll. Like if you're playing with 10 grand, it's 100 a bet. If I go 3 points, it's 300 a bet, and so on and so forth. So why this system is in place, it is all about stability and longevity. So when you have 100 points to play with, you're gambling safe, so you can come up and down and withstand the wins and losses. But so what I'm trying to say to people is how you move up in this game, how you move up long term in the gambling game is you can't do it in a day. You have to double your bankroll and then move up in stakes. So for instance, if I have €10,000 to gamble, my 1% or my 1 point win is 100 a bet. So let's say I'm lucky enough to double my 10 grand into 20 grand, well then my 1 point bet is 200 a bet, or my 3 point bet is 600 a bet. So you move up and down with your bankroll when it allows it. Now let's say for instance we're lucky enough we double our bankroll and we turn 10 grand into 20 grand. So now 1 point is 200 a bet. Let's say we hit a bad run and we drop back down to €15,000, below 15, but then we move back down to €100 a bet. You move up and down when your bankroll allows you, and when you hit a good run of form and we have a couple of winners in a row, that's when we go after the money. So let's say we have 100 points and next thing we're up to 140 points. So that's when we need to find a horse at 10-1 and have the big bet on him. So, and then when we lose, or if we have a losing day, we steady the ship, we recover, and we take the shots. It's called taking shots. Taking shots when the bankroll allows us. So that's it. That's for all the Patreon followers. I hope you're following. But remember, lads, if you are in the Patreon, follow my 1 point tips as well, as they are a very important part of the system. Right, I wanted to give a few numbers. I have every selections and every numbers for anyone that is interested in the Patreon. So let's just do the silver tier here. So through all the selections, yes, we're only 3 weeks old, blah, whatever, but this is here we are. So this has been, the silver tier has been the best, it's better than the Bank of America. So we had a quiet week, what people think, yet this tier is plus 33.30 points since it began 3 weeks ago. So if you had a tenner a bet in the silver tier, you are on every selection, you are plus 300 and plus a tenner a bet, you are plus €330 to your tenner bet. Now, here's the thing. I have absolutely I underdone myself with price as well. I've shaved off horses that were bigger prices and returned because I know they were backed soon after, and I didn't even give myself the prices. So comfortably, the silver tier is plus 33.30 to date. That is, lads, you wouldn't get that investment in the Bank of America. And that is, I'm not joking you. Right, the boys on Wolf of Wall Street wouldn't give it to you. So let's go to the gold tier. After the gold tier, after the 3 weeks of the gold tier, and this is a very, very cozy plus 24.98. I shaved off. We had a couple of big each ways. I had a 5 point each way that was 10-1, but was back soon after. I put that in as a 6-1. There was an 18-1 shot as a 4 points each way that was placed, and I put that in as a 12 to 1 shot because they were back. And I shouldn't even be doing that. Any other tipster will be maxing out, but I'm just showing you the profit that we're in. So yeah, we had some bad days. Let's just run through one day so we'd be giving out. So we'd go to the likes of the 16th Friday. So that was a bad day. We have -6, Royal Prospect -3, Irv -3, Lamagwezi 2 points each way, 5 to 1, breaks even. And then we had a big selection. I won't mention this horse as we followed again at 5 points, and that was a loss. But then we change over and we go to the day before just to have a look. We have an 18 to 1, 4 points each way placed that I've put in as a lot shorter just because I know the prices are going on like that. The day before we have, Tuesday we have Kemscott, a 3-point win selection, 11 to 4 bolting up. The day before that we have a 5 to 1 winner, 13 to 2 second, and then the one before that we have a 3 points win, Snow a lot, getting it done, you know what I mean, at 3 to 1. The day before that, let's go to another bad day then for a minute. Right, let's go to the gold tier. So on Saturday we had minus Ross Collin, we lost 2 points on him. Amir Kabir, we lost the 3 points on him. We had Autumn My Way, we lost the 3 points each way with the 6-1, but hold on, but then we have the massive 5 points win selection and the each way selection Chinese Spirit on the day. We have a 5 points win on a 2 to 1 winner. We have Chinese Spirit. Now let's go to the day before that. Every selection in the tier collecting money. So we had Desert Dreamer 10 to 1 each way collecting. The Declaimer 11 to 1 each way collecting. No doubt about that. 5 points each way collecting money. And then we have Sky Lantern, where you were all on. It was a great winner for us all. Right, so she was the 3 points each way. The day before that, we had 3 points on Bede. So look, it's pulling and going. I know lads will be giving out about the system and are not giving out. They'll be wondering what's going on. But let me explain to you, just if anyone is interested in the Patreon, let me explain to you how it works. I have notes on a lot of horses. And if they're all running Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they're all running. I cannot enter them in the races. Trust me, this is how I keep these massive profits. Is because I play the horses that have chances. Now, some of them might lose, but we're playing horses at 16 to 1, 18 to 1, 22 to 1. I only have to hit one of them in 25 times to break even and hit 2 to become a massive profit. So look, this month alone we had 3 16 to 1 each way seconds. If one of them win, we have a massive profit overall. Then look at Tasnek the other day finishing second. So I know if we don't go 2 days without a winner, lads, stop stressing the balls. The numbers are here. Every selection is here. They're in massive profit after what you think is a quiet week. So look, it's a great system that I play, and the horses that I follow have upside against the handicapper or the grade that they're in, and that is why it's important to play them when they're running. You see, like this week now, there's just nothing there. With the Wednesday, I might play 2 horses, but possibly a third one, but they're running on Wednesday, so it could happen they're running Monday, Tuesday, so we might go a week without a selection. But you have to bear in mind, I am watching racing after racing. I am taking notes on every owner, jockey, the colour of the fucking shoes they're wearing, to fucking what. Look, I have that many notes. I'm running out. The room is full of sheets of paper all over the place. You just couldn't keep up with notes. My head has gone mad. Anyway, the Patreon is crushing. So if it is for ye and anyone would like to sign up, don't do it now. Patreon handles all sign-ups. It's better to sign up within the first kind of 10 days of each month, as they will charge you next month moving forward. So don't sign up late in the month. So I'm advising you, the link will always be in the description of the videos, but sign up within the first 10 days of the month to get your value. Right, really enjoy it. I'm going to crush the bookies again. The numbers are there. We're in massive profit, and stay following, lads. Stay tuned, because I am doing nothing but dedicating my life to kicking the bookies in the nuts. And I like a couple of selections Wednesday, and with a bit of luck we'll play them and we will hit them hard. Right, the time for Codden is over. Thanks for all the support. I better give you my selection tomorrow, so since you listened to me ramble on about how great we are in the profit. Anyway, I can't find that many notes here. Like I said, Union Park is the name of it anyway. So Hugh Morgan takes over. I think it's in the 4:30 tomorrow. at Ballinrobe. Right, interesting enough horse. I backed this in Punchestown the last day. Stayed on from the back of the field, and it will need luck and running because I think it's a bit of a bridle merchant. But the trainer's in form. Now, it's a big tricky race, but it's only 4-1, so I'm just going to play it a point win at 4-1. I probably should play it each way, but after our winner today, we're feeling confident. So a point win at 4-1. And I think, look, it's another fucking tricky handicap around Ballinrobe where you're going to need luck and running. So it is what it is, but I'll definitely be having the point win on him because it has a bit of upside against the handicapper, and I do feel like they think it's better than it has shown. I just get the feeling that they think this horse is better than what they've seen of it so far. So that's what we want in these competitive races, a horse with a bit of upside. Right, stay following. The time for Codden is over.